It's time for Trump 2.0, and Donald Trump has named his campaign manager, Susie Wiles, as his White House chief of staff. And this is his first major appointment since winning the U.S. presidential election.
Appreciation for Susie and Chris, the job you did. Susie, come here. Come here, Susie. Chris, come here, Chris. Susie likes to stay sort of in the back, let me tell you. The Ice Maiden, we call her the Ice Maiden.
In a statement, Trump praised Wiles as tough, smart, innovative, adding, Susie will continue to work tirelessly to make America great again. The statement noted that she will be the first ever female chief of staff in United States history. With Wiles' appointment, Trump has begun the process of choosing his cabinet and selecting high-ranking officials for his second administration. Now let's take a look at the top contenders. There is tech billionaire Elon Musk, who has been the most prominent face amongst the Trump presidential campaign. He turned into a full-fledged Trump supporter and holds billions in federal contracts. He has reportedly sought a role in a second Trump administration.
And another who is...
Then Mike Pompeo, a former CIA director and Secretary of State and devoted ally of Trump, chose not to challenge his ex-boss for the Republican nomination. Robert F. Kennedy Jr., once a presidential hopeful himself, threw his hat behind Trump in the last moment. The son of the assassinated Bobby Kennedy and nephew of JFK, he has a strong chance of making it to the Trump cabinet after backing the Republican. Richard Grenell is a former Fox News contributor who is among Trump's closest foreign policy advisors. He is in the running for Secretary of State or other top foreign policy and national security posts. John Paulson and Scott Bessent are under consideration for Treasury Secretary. Both have been key allies of Trump in the past as well and are very ardent supporters of his free trade and economic policies. Senator Mike Lee and John Ratcliffe are contending for the Attorney General role, said to be one of the most crucial appointments for Trump. Trump had previously expressed his intention to fire current Attorney General Jack Smith that would effectively halt the Justice Department's ongoing criminal cases against him. Now, there are speculations that some Indian-American names may feature in the next administration. For more on this, WION's correspondent Siddhant Sibal has sent us this report from Washington, D.C.
The next big challenge for Donald Trump will be not only governance, but having a cabinet. And this cabinet can have many Indian-American names. There's Nikki Haley, who was earlier in his cabinet, Vivek Ramaswamy, who was staunchly supporting him throughout his campaign trail, Kash Patel or Bobby Jindal, who is someone who is known to be in the American politics for a pretty long time. But whether it is the Democrats or whether it's the Republicans, Indian Americans are everywhere and they are politically active community. In fact, when it comes to Democrats, their presidential candidate, Kamala Devi Harris, was of Indian ancestry, and she essentially was someone who many Indian Americans looked up to here in United States. But that was also political talking point during her election and campaign trail. We know that Donald Trump had hit out on her several times, questioning whether she is Indian or whether she is African American. Though that was political rhetoric, the big story is the rise of Indians as a political force in United States, something that we'll see growing with each passing year and with each passing election. Siddhant Sibal for WION in Washington, D.C., United States.